Sure.
Yes.
Say whatever the fuck you want.
Look up.
Yeah, just make sure you're looking up before you lock your cameras.
I think Nico's standing in front of us thinking he's better than us.
Because he is Godfrey.
What is he wrong?
Oh shit. Imagine you start writing the patrol report.
Imagine thinking that.
I knew there was something I was meant to tell you tonight.
No patrol report?
No, well...
No, you're doing them all.
Bullshit.
Are we ready? Are we nearly there? Let's wait.
Oh, it's you two idiots. Stand the fuck still anyway. I believe we're ready.
Right, okay. We're ready. Here we are. Right, okay, so if you've never done this before, welcome. We do this at the end of every operation. You're going to have to forgive me because my missus is in the background shouting at people online as well. Congratulations, end of Operation Lynx. Hey! Big round of big
Hey!
Someone told them I was dog shit. So by the end of this week, we'll have pushed the Russians out of Chinalis. So I hope you all had fun in our first ever snow deployment that we've done in 4IB. A little bit of a change for us. A little bit of a change across the entire thing in terms of how we approach the operation, being on the back foot at the start and then kind of retaking ground as we went on. So very different. Hope you all had fun. The debrief notes and all of the feedback that you gave to us throughout the deployment all seemed to be extremely positive throughout it, with a few issues here and there that we always expect running a unit of this size. So for those of you who are brand new here and haven't been to one of these before, someone's brought his binoculars out. Are you all right? Can you see? You want to step forward?
Yeah, I've just forgot my glasses.
Okay.
I haven't seen brass nuts like that since the guy showed up on a quad bike in our hall.
Yeah, someone showed up on a quad bike once, just drove right through the fucking middle of us, beeping his horn. Okay, so if you can all go down to whisper for me, please, just so I can hear myself. So if you haven't been to one of these before, we do this at the end of every operation, and we just give a quick review of kind of what's happened throughout the operation, what we've done, things that are coming up over the next few weeks as we move into next deployment, etc. A little bit of information, so make sure you got your pens and pencils handy if you want to take notes and test yourselves later on. Someone just pointed over there as well.
Yeah.
Are you okay here, W?
them.
Not used to being out of the Shrooks for this long, are you?
No, not really.
Okay, right. So, I've got some key dates for you, some information about what's coming up next. So we are now, for you guys, we are going into admin week. Obviously, we've got Saturday and Sunday ongoing. Once that's over, we're going to go straight into administration week. Now, what does that mean for you? It means that there will be no official operations. So next Wednesday, you are not expected to turn up. If you do turn up, there will probably not be anyone here. There won't be an op on Saturday or Sunday as well, and this is just a week for the J offices, etc. All the UNCOs, all of your chain of command to get stuff sorted for the next deployment. Have a wee bit of a break. So continue doing section trainings if you wish. Server 2 will be up as normal. However, there will be no official operations, nothing to turn up to. So I'm sure you'll be able to find something else to do in your time. Maybe go outside or socialize with people in real life, which I know is probably quite a tall order for everyone here who likes to pretend they're a soldier on their Wednesday nights. So, after admin week, we're then going into PDT. PDT's pre-deployment training. We'll be doing this for 4 weeks, a 4-week rotation. Two of those weeks you'll be with your platoons, and 2 of the weeks you'll be with me as usual, doing company-led stuff. The next deployment is going to be in the jungle. We're going to be doing a lot of jungle-based training. If you've not done it before, look forward to it. You're not going to be able to see anything at any point. You're probably going to lose your section every 2 minutes and get shot from a bush. But it is good fun when you go into it. PDT will last for 4 weeks. As I said, the first 2 weeks will be open ground training stuff as usual. Dust up those skills and drills in terms of what we've been doing here. So very similar, your section attacks, your platoon attacks, your patrolling, etc. And then the last 2 weeks will be jungle-based operations. So you'll be learning a little bit how to operate in the jungle, which is basically FIWAF on steroids if you haven't done it before. And the guys in green berets over there will be making sure that you suffer every moment throughout that next deployment. No, who am I kidding? It'll be nice and fun. Okay, so once we've gone 4 weeks, the next op will start. Next op is scheduled to start on the 8th of June. and that's when we'll kick off back on server 1, playing the game that we love, Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. So just a few things that I wanted to talk about. If you haven't seen my unit update, I talked a little bit about Karunakoi. Karunakoi has come leaps and bounds over the past 12 months. We first started out, I think, about a year ago with Mick and a small little detachment called RDG, or Royal Dragoon Guards, in the baby tanks. As 2 years ago it was, I'm just found out. Started out with the baby tanks and about 6 people, 7 people, maybe up to 12. Did not have very many people at all. And then we kicked off into opening up 7 platoon with the Warriors, with Walker, Mick, Birch, which saw massive success, and see a lot of you here that are still here when that kicked off. And now finally we've got to the point where we have 8 platoon with 2 sections, and we're ready for our next step. So as you hopefully all know, next step in admin week throughout PDT, we will be opening up 8 platoon 3 section. Unfortunately, we will be losing the Warriors just to server requirements in terms of slots, but we'll be rolling 7 platoon into the same format as 8 platoon. And what that will see is 2 full-sized elements on Wednesdays. So you're basically the same as Alma and Burma in terms of the size of your operation, but we're still going to remain with that mechanized element over the evenings. So hopefully a lot of fun to be had there. Be good to see a few more people, get this square a little bit bigger with a few more people on server. And in addition to that, we're also going to see the return of the Apache. So we'll see a few fellas standing over there on our right hand side, my right, your left, who will be providing us air support after we lose the jet, which has also had a great run. But as we move forwards, looking for things that changes around a little bit, be a little bit more fun, offer us different ways of doing things in the operation. Alrighty, so big pat on the back for everyone here that's been involved in Wednesdays. You know, 2 years ago we were pretty much nothing, just a pipe dream, and now look at us, full-size company, going from strength to strength. So big pat on the back there. So next up, we're gonna have a look at some medals. So, at the end of each deployment, what we like to do is give out some medals to those people that have been recommended by their COC. That be your 2 ICs, your ICs, your platoon HQs, or even myself if you're a very lucky person or you send me a bottle of whiskey. We've got a few medals to give out this evening. What I'm going to do is someone just fucking died over there. Fuck me, I'm not that boring. We're going to do some medals. What you're going to do, if I call your name, you're going to come stand out in front of me. Everyone's going to stare at you. Then you're going to give me a speech about how well deserved it is and about how great I am. And then we're going to give you a medal, and you'll get that added to your reprofile, and you can show all your mates that you've got a fancy little Arma medal. And you're really important and really cool for having that. So, first medal that we've got is mentioned in dispatches. What this is just a little something for those members who have been recognized by their peers or their COC for going that little bit further. They deserve to be mentioned. They deserve a call out and a congratulations for being committed members. Not saying that anyone who didn't get one isn't, but these people have just stood out a little bit. So, mentioning dispatches, it's going to get added to your profile. It's going to be added on top of your deployment ribbon. It's going to look like a little oak leaf, all nice. So, without further ado, first up, we're going to have a Mr. Lance Corporal D. Purdy. Hey. I'm going to stand back a little bit because there's fucking loads of these.
Is this, do I give the speech now?
Where are you going?
Purdy, try not to slap him.
Jesus
You're
Christ.
right.
It's not
Big
difficult,
time.
Purdy.
It's our local Frenchman, Portalucci. Where is he?
Hey.
Mais oui.
We got the man himself, Mr. Sergeant Hayes.
That's a good cider.
The problem section, as always, Corporal D. Larson. Come on. Is he stuck? Where's he going? Are you doing a Aladdin nav or something?
I had to.
Right. Next up, we've got Corporal J. Stark.
Parsons' pants have melted.
Following up, Stark, we've got Lance Corporal L. Cap.
Hey.
He's alright.
Next up in the NCO list, we have Lance Corporal N. Manford. There's quite a lot of yous here. We've got Private A. Davis.
Second rank.
Oh, dear. Oh, look at that, Davis. You've been relegated to the second rank.
Non-NCO.
Because of the way that my
That's the end of the
spreadsheet's
list.
ordered.
You can look at my ass while he waits.
We've got Private C. Long.
Hey.
He needs a teleport, boss. He's just reconnected. His game died.
Okay, he's in the middle of nowhere. That sucks for him.
Owen.
Private D. Dawnson.
He's got his birthday today, so he's not here.
That's not a fucking excuse.
No.
Owen.
Yeah, he's got a lot. That's what it's all.
And he goes.
Have the Slimmers
Private
stand in.
D. Leddy.
Hey.
Private D. McGregor.
Bloody hell, there is a lot.
Private H. Griffiths.
Bloody
Private
hell.
J. Ampton. Private J. Dowie. Private J. Lee.
Hey.
Oh, we're going to need a third rank.
Private L. Shepherd.
Time for the third rank.
Private O. Weber.
Third rank center. Third rank center.
Vils, do you just want to bring out the entire company?
Long forward.
Big round of applause for Private P. Swifty.
Long.
Private R. Addison. Private R. Dillon.
Yes, Mike.
Private S. Green.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
cavalry or something. Why are we forming square?
SAC M. Allen.
He's LOA.
Got shit admin.
Take that one off. He can spell Mr. Red Bout himself. SACS Blizzard.
He's not an SAC. He's a corporal.
He's a corporal. Oh, sorry, Blizzard, you've just been demoted. And he is not on Wednesday, so that's fine. That is everyone who has managed to be nominated for their mentioned in dispatches for this deployment. Big round, massive round of applause for everyone.
Way!
Oh fucking yes.
I'm gonna pick on someone.
Should Blizzards be taken away from Crashing Mastiff instantly?
Yeah.
How does it feel? I didn't say move. I just said how does it feel?
My bad. I was eager.
How does it feel, Dylan?
Feel honoured, you know. It was Farmer's mum, and I think it went well.
Big round of applause, everyone. You can fall back into your square.
Cheers
This is
to Farmer's
gonna be
mum.
fun watching this. Oh, quick, go!
Bloody hell, that's so many.
Fantastic. Feel proud of yourselves, guys. You know, you were nominated by your peers. There's a lot of really positive nominations here. We get, basically how it works is we get a list of people. We get a little spiel about how you've been invaluable. This person been invaluable to one section from HQ's perspective. So he's been getting his nose a little bit dirty and got his mentioned in dispatches. I won't say who that is. Green. So big pat on the back. Feel proud of yourselves. You know you've been noticed. People have nominated you for this and gone out of their way to nominate you for this. So the medals get a little bit more a little bit rarer as we go on. Mentioned in dispatches, something that you're nominated for during a deployment. The next up, we've got our good conducts. Good conducts used to be a medal that was given out like candy, but we kind of changed it a little bit. It's very rare to get one of these days, and it's something that we look at people who have done well across multiple deployments. They've been active members of the community and really pushing us forwards. The first one has been here for a considerable amount of time, described as being crucial in the development of his section and leading by example and not crumbling to pressure. I'm looking for a Corporal H. Mackey.
Yes, Mackie.
So his sergeant mentioned that he's had perfect attendance throughout the deployment. You had any LOAs, Mackie?
No.
No? You know, go out or?
Well,
He's a perfect tendency. He always keeps a positive mindset through thick and thin. Apart from when I've seen him play War Thunder, he's always been wanting to get involved and learn from experiences with energy and drive. Look at that, Mackie. How highly is this making you feel a bit awkward? Because I can keep going if you like.
no,
Just
right.
you up front. Next up, this person has been described not only as a mentor but a friend. Oh. That's nice, isn't it? He's driven his section to where it is today. He's given up 3 to 4 and 5 nights a week. Oh, this person doesn't.
Jesus.
Whoever written this needs to learn about Oxford commas. He's at 3, 4, and 5 nights a week to assist not only our section but the wider unit in training and improvement. I'm looking for a Mr. Corporal S. McMullins.
Well done.
Hey, I can't wait to put a bullet in the back of his later.
Consistently run unofficial leadership training and filled in on non-mandatory training nights and promotional courses. Additionally, he's provided many junior members. You grooming, McMullins?
Yes. Can't say so on the grounds I may incriminate myself.
He's assisted many junior members and become a great source of help for anyone preparing a new role in the unit. The next person, been around for a while. He's been a valued member of the unit for some time. So someone's fucking talking you down here. A reliable, level-headed individual with exemplary admin and a vast knowledge of both section skills and also more specialized roles. I am looking for a Sergeant L. Viper. Come on. And he is the warrior sergeant himself. Absolutely powered through recently his JNCO and his SCBC, and no doubt that he'll do the same with his PSCBC as it comes up. Next up, man that needed a teleport earlier this evening because he was lost in the middle of nowhere. Described as a lifter of people, helping people. I mean, I don't know what that is. Lifter of people?
An elevator.
To change light bulbs.
He's too cheap for a gym.
Helping old ladies get in and out of bathtubs. Always keeping his eyes out and helping out sections he led or is part of, from infantry to JHC in the past, which kind of gives you an indication of how long this person has been here. I'm looking for a Lance Corporal M. Stone. Hey. Next up, nominated by quite a few people here, quite a significant number of people. This person has been a core of 7 Platoon, described as the core that 7 Platoon was built on. The reason that 7 Platoons run smoothly and retain members the way it has, it is through sheer commitment and dedication to 7 Platoon that the platoon has thrived through some periods of restructuring, overhauls. However, their commitment does not stop with 7 Platoon. We are looking for a Lieutenant A. Walker.
Make sure you pass out.
So mentioned a few times here, again, mentioned since the start of 7 Platoon, quickly had to learn tactics needed for armoured infantry platoon, whereas previous knowledge was only really limited to infantry, and even that could be questioned at best. But he did, despite all of those drawbacks, he managed to really pull it together and propel 7 Platoon onto success with the help of all of his NCOs and all of you guys here as well. Last up for the Good Conduct Award, as I said, a little bit more rare. We are looking for a man who has been the bedrock of his area for over half a year now. His knowledge and expertise has helped drive the improvement of his squadron. He's been a shining example of what the squadron should be, and he's always willing to train and assist anyone who needs help. He knows who he is. He's proved that countless time. It is Sergeant A. Godfrey.
Yes.
Finally, a blueberry.
Way, there we go. Okay. Congratulations to you all. A little speech. Anyone nominate themselves?
Godfrey.
I'd like to thank the
I
Academy.
knew you'd fucking nominate yourself, McMullins.
I've got mine prepared.
Jesus Christ. Mackie.
I'm good, thank you.
No,
Mackie,
go
you
on.
can use your ribbon to
Go on,
simp
Mackie.
now.
Yeah,
We insist.
Godfrey, anything to say?
Stag's Breath is the best Scottish whiskey.
Okay. Walker?
Keep my wife's name out of your mouth.
Some fucking inspirational
You gotta
speeches.
get one first.
Right, fuck off, back into your lines. Congratulations, big round of applause. Alrighty, so
I'm excited.
next up we have military cross that we give out. So this is something a little bit of fun that we do. You know, there's not really a huge amount of bravery that we can show in Arma, but just something that we show as a recognition for people who come play the game, but that gets noticed not just in their section, but throughout the entire unit, throughout the entire night, and really enhances everyone's gameplay. Something where people look at it and go, you know, that was really fucking cool that they managed to do that, and usually involves people stepping above their station, doing something within the bounds of how we play the game. And should be recognized. So this first person found himself stranded behind enemy lines near Gavodsno when the rest of his platoon broke contact. He managed to drag a T1 colleague to cover, neutralize multiple enemy infantry, and administered first aid. After the T1 unfortunately died, so he didn't do as well as he could have, he evacuated the area, finding his own way back to friendly lines alone through enemy forces. Now this is a strange one, because this has been nominated by A. Sampson. So this was a Zeuser that was watching you do this. He knew that you were completely surrounded on your own behind enemy lines, and you managed to pull it back with your T1, unfortunately who you lost. But on the way back, even managed to secure and rescue an abandoned Husky on the way, recovering important supplies. So up front, I'd like Lance Corporal B. Gibson.
Guys, we've got on you.
Next up, a man that's been nominated twice for this on multiple occasions. He is a driver of a warrior during Karuna Company's assault on the town of Mogilevka. He was set up alongside a 3-section in a blockering position when a T-90 absolutely stormed over the top of the hill to the south of the town and began engaging friendly forces. This person, who had remained the only member of crew in the Warrior at the time, due to technical difficulties from the rest of the crew and casualties, he was one man in a Warrior on his own, realized that he could not effectively engage a tank with the Warrior, being the 30mm. This person managed to dismount the Warrior while being engaged by a T-90, take out an N-Law stored inside it, and proceed to engage and destroy the enemy tank, forcing the crew to bail out, which he then jumped back into the Warrior to eliminate those members. So up front, I'd like to see Private P. Parks.
Let's go.
Go on,
Chad.
Well done,
Where's he
Parks.
going?
Lines
Doesn't
up
know where
once,
I am.
Parks.
I'm over here. You need your thermals? You're okay. There we go. So big round of applause to these fellas. Any speech? Anything to say? I can't hear you, Gibson. Big boy voice.
I was gonna say I'll try not do it again.
Yeah. Try and fucking save him next time, right?
He doesn't do that in our section.
No. Parks?
No, more God.
Oh. No, if you say that, you just spur me on to further interrogate you in front of everyone. Right, go back to your sections. Off you go. Thank you.
Hey, good effort, gents.
Nice done.
Okay, next up we've got a very special medal. This is something I think we are awarding 2 of these across the entire battle group. This person has been in the unit for a considerable amount of time. He has dedicated numerous years of his life to 4IB. He was here before I was here, and I'm part of the furniture here. Described as being unmatched in terms of his dedication, commitment, and continued development of veterancy, positive atmosphere, enjoyment at all levels, coaching, mentoring, through his work in multiple J offices in senior positions, and again, always never too busy or unwilling to help and advise other NCOs or simply anyone within the unit. Probably one of the most passionate individuals that I've met in terms of how he operates within his platoon. He shouts because he cares. It's second lieutenant S. Mickelson. Come on.
Let's go,
Lee, what are you wanting?
Has run JNCO SABC King's Div, I think 2 years he's done that. He's been on it every single one, running it, forming the new NCOs of the unit. You've been in the unit how long, Mick?
4, 5 years.
5 years he's been in the
something
unit.
like that.
Started out in Secoy in RDG, went on to be Warrior Sergeant in 7th Platoon, went on to be Second Lieutenant in 8th Platoon, leading U-Lot. You've been everywhere in the unit, NCO positions, you name it. Truly dedicated, and that's why today we're going to award you with the Meritorious Service Award. Hey!
Let's go.
Big round of applause for Mick, everyone.
Boomer.
Nice one.
Mick, anything to say?
I am very, very appreciative of the medal. It's very humbling that all my passion gets noticed, both positively and negatively. But yeah, I'm getting speechless. It's very humbling to get recognized for the effort I put in and the passion I put into the unit.
Oh, big round of
Lego.
applause, big O from everyone. There we go, back in line, Mick. Thank you very much.
Very wholesome.
So that is the
Boomer.
largest medal that we are giving away this evening. Next up, and finally, before we all go for this evening, a very special announcement for Secoy especially. Secoy, you will have noticed we haven't had a stable CSM since we started out due to the manning. We ran a promotional board very recently and had a number of applicants, and one just shown above all of the others. So, Birch, where are you?
Let's go, boo!
Mr. Birch, again, much like Mick, been in the unit, like the furniture. We did our JNCO together, actually. That's how long he's been in the unit. Birch has been successful in his application for CSM, so he will be the one breathing down your necks for patrol reports, logistics, etc. from now on. So big round of applause to Birch.
Let's go.
Hey!
Do section these laws again.
Off you go, Birch. And right, that is it for this evening, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all get a chance to say well done to everyone that managed to get themselves a medal this evening, even if it was the massive army of people that got the mention in dispatches at the start. Might need to have a look at that in the future. For this evening, remember, admin week now until the 8th, then PDT, and then we're off. We're on the next operation, jungle training, maps will change, keep an eye out, mod packs will need to be updated, all of this stuff that will be going on. Big thank you to everyone for coming to the deployment. Big thank you to EAW for making sure that we all get to where we need to be and our logistics is on time and there and ready. We can do it without them. And a big thank you to everyone else, including Zeus, for making sure that we have something to do. And a well done to you all for coming on, having fun, being part of the unit and growing the community like it has done. Thank you very much, everyone. You are free to fall out in a second. Make sure. Yeah, you fucking thought I was gone then. Someone died. Someone fucking took the bait.
Got him.
We're all done here for this evening. Make sure you don't fuck up anything around here because we've still got Alma and Burmacoy to come on Saturday and Sunday. No fucking shooting each other or throwing grenades or anything like that. If you want to go take some pictures, take some pictures. The unit picture will be released following the end of the deployment because we're too fat now that we can't get everyone on server. Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Cheers.